Hello everyone, it is Walt here once again bringing you one of the 100 ways to motivate yourself. Here we are with part 49, indeed almost halfway there on these principles, and they just keep getting better and better because every day in every way I am getting better and better. You know, that affirmation, super useful. Now, this principle is a pretty interesting one here with part 49. This principle is to get small. And what it's talking about is goals. To set really small goals on like the day-to-day that really give energy to the day and allow you to feel like you achieve something every day. Now, I would take this a step further and set small goals like all the time. What I do is I have like a notepad on my computer, like I use Windows and just basic notepad, nothing fancy kind of there. I pull out things and I'll write down 2 things I'm going to do at a time. I usually write down 2 things and then I say an affirmation as well as doing that. And that's kind of just what I do all day. I'll put down these just 2 things and just work with that. And it can be extremely useful, it can be extremely effective for actually getting things done. Because when you just put down 1 or 2 things, it keeps your mind focused on, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. So it's not just like, oh man, I have to do this one thing before I can do anything else. And it's not like, here are 30 things I'm going to do. Because if you put 30 things into your mind will naturally try to do all 30 of them at the same time. And then it's going to get into perfectionism, it's going to get into freaking out, like I have no time, my life is so stressful, here are all these things I have to do, how do I do them? And you're like, it's like a computer you're opening 50 programs on at the same time, and you just overload it and it just freezes up. So that's the same problem that a lot of people encounter when they have this big plan for the day, or when they're just not planning at all. A lot of people just kind of like either let the day go by because they're just going like so, you know, into procrastination, the negativity, all that kind of, all those fearful emotions really get to them there. Or on the other hand, they get to the other side, like either side you hit is going to be fear, and the balance is really the middle where loving emotions really are, when you stay more in the present moment. So I would say that the way you do this is you set 2 things you're going to do at a time, those being your goals, and you can kind of go forward with that. Now, a lot of us tend to overestimate what we can do on the day, but underestimate what we can do on the year, our lifetime, things like that. And this is kind of something that bridges the gap there. When we work on our small goals, we get progress on our bigger goals. We get that sense of achievement, that we can do things, that we can strengthen our neural pathways to increase our neuroplasticity for our loving emotions, and naturally we end up being happier, more successful, achieving more ambitious, and all the loving and useful emotions really just flow to us when we do that. So that's about it for part 49. I will see you guys next time with part 50. I can't talk sometimes. Okay, see you next time with part 50, so stay tuned. I'll see you then.